Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 8, Episode 6. We starting off with Kandi, Sheree, and Kenya. Kandi and Sheree, they go over to Kenya's house. And Kandi, she's already like, you know what, I'm not trying to walk and or drive down this steep driveway. It is too steep. I am too pregnant. I'm not really here for this. But this is Kenya's way of showing Sheree that, hey, look what I've done in 2 days, what it's taking you 4 years to do. She's added on a little extra room to her house. And this is just a little, I'm gloating at the fact that I'm getting work done and you're not. But in my opinion, Sheree, Sheree, it has taken you 4 years, but if you look at it this way, Sheree was building a whole house. She didn't already have a structure and all that building. She was just, fixing little things on the inside. No, she had to build a whole entire house. Yeah, taking 4 years is a long time to build a house, but I don't know how her finances were or what was going on with Sheree where she hasn't got anything done. But she said it's contractor issues and all this stuff. Stuff like that can happen. You could be like, hey, I need a permit for this. It's going to take so many days, so many weeks to get that done. Then it's like, oh, we can't do this because of that. I don't know. But this was Kenya's way of showing, look at me and look what I have done in 2 days. And it was taking you 4 years to do that. But like I said, Sheree, Kenya, you already had a house that was already built, foundation down, walls up and everything. You was just having to clear it up on the inside. But that house is giving me so much House on Haunted Hill. It looks all kind of creepy. You're going down in this steep driveway. There's all kind of trees around. It looks something straight out of a horror movie. So the ladies decide to go to Miami to, some relaxation, to come together as women and friends, I guess. Since I don't believe any of them are friends like that. But okay, and the trip is going well. Nobody's fighting over rooms. Everybody's collectively agreed that, hey, Kandi should get the bigger room, the master room, because she's pregnant, she's sleeping for two, she needs to be more comfortable. Nobody's fighting over room, because every trip they go on, okay, who gets the big room? Well, I plan a trip, so I should get the big room, this, that, and the third. Kenya's mad because Shamia is there and she's already calling her to help because she went there ahead of them to get things together and she's already got her room. But it's not like the girl picked the best room there. She picked a simple room, but this is Kenya we're talking about. Now this is part of the episode that made me mad because we got Kenya, Cynthia, Sheree, and Kandi sitting there. I think Kandi was there. And Kenya is mocking the heck out of Tammy. Yeah, Tammy came on the trip too, but she wasn't there. But anyways, she is mocking her. Now, I agree that her impression of Tammy was straight on, but I didn't like that fact that Cynthia was sitting there while her friend was getting mocked, and she didn't really say anything. Kenya's sitting there talking about some, where's Tammy? And Tammy's like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Here's my beer. I'm drinking my beer. My son does this. Yes. And she was mocking her, and I agree. She was on point with the impression, but Cynthia didn't pull Kenya to the side or tell Kenya like, hey Kenya, Tammy's my friend, and I don't appreciate you talking about her like that. You got to get to know Tammy. Don't be doing that. She sat there and let her talk about her friend, and she was like, oh, that's not funny. But she didn't really stand up for Tammy the way I thought she should have. But anyway, then Kenya decides to, hey, let me tell Sheree how Tammy doesn't like her. She's like, you know what? Tammy not only doesn't like you, but she's called you a gold digger. Sheree, rightfully so, is offended by this. She's like, I don't know why Tammy doesn't like me. See, it's how she was once sleeping with my husband. Now they're like, now what now? Apparently, she has under the impression that Bob and Tammy have slept together. This is news to them, and Kenya, she is soaking this up. Apparently, Sheree don't know Kenya like that. Well, apparently. She doesn't know Kenya like that. Kenya, she likes to get dirt on people and then bring it up and then act surprised and like, oh, this is not my intention. But no, this is your intention. Yeah, this is what you do. You bring drama to people and then act all surprised when people call you out of this. So, the ladies decide to, hey, let's go to dinner. Things are going fine then. Sheree feeling in her feelings about what she didn't just found out. I was like, hey, Tammy, I heard that you don't like me and that you called me a gold digger. Tim was like, I never said I don't like you. Calling you a gold digger, yeah, I've probably said that too. But I didn't say that I don't like you. Called you a gold digger. She's like, how you gonna call me a gold digger? She's like, I don't like the way things went when you and Bob got divorced. I didn't like the way the media was, dogging him. But she was like, well, he wasn't paying child support and he wasn't seeing his kids like he's supposed to. That's not my fault. That was his. And as far as being a gold digger, I had kids with Bob before we got married, but I was like, that really doesn't make you not a gold digger. That's just y'all had kids and that could have been you trapping him. I'm not saying that's what happened, but just because you had kids with him before y'all got married don't mean that you was gold digger. Because either way, you was going to get some money because you had kids with him. But that's not really the point. And she was like, well, was you sleeping with Bob? Tammy was like, what are you talking about? Now, around this time, they panned the camera over to Kenya. And Kenya has this look of, I hope they don't ask who told who this, because she got this nervous look on her face. And she was like, yeah, he told me that y'all slept together. Yeah, he was sleeping with everybody he brought into the house. And I'm like, did you know this, or did you find this out after y'all got divorced? Because if you know that he was sleeping with everybody he brought in the house, why did you stay with him? That was my first thought. Or was it that you found out afterwards? He was like, yeah, when we was together, all them women I prayed in through I slept with. So Portia was like, well, who told you that Tammy doesn't like you? Then it was like, oh, that was Kenya. Kenya's looking like, well, damn. Being messy got me caught up again. But Kim feels, she's like, okay, was you trying to give out information or instigation? Now, this is when Kenya tries to justify why she did this. It's like, well, I felt that they need to get everything out and open and hash things out and just come together on this. No, you was being messy. But then she got a nerve to be mad at Kim, like, information and instigation. She didn't our confession of being all mad, but it's like, you was being messy. This is what you was doing. You brought some drama to Sheree so you could stir the pot, get them arguing and acting the fool with each other, and you can sit back and just watch the fireworks happen. But she was like, well, I did it so they can come together and get things hashed out. So we won't have any more drama. No, you wanted the drama, and that's just it. So the ladies decide, hey, let's go out and have some fun. Candy, she can't go because she's like, this heat, I'm not going to be able to do it. My doctors told me that I should stay away from the heat, so I'm just going to stay here. It's like, you want somebody to stay with you? She's like, no, I got to go out and have fun. This is when Kenya just decides to critique everybody's outfit. What's her name? Phaedra and Portia got on this like bathing suit cover up that has a whole bunch of slits in it. Now, Kenya's outfit was like a dress, but it just had slits down the side. So I was like, what, since they had like 5 more slits and you can see more clothes, that makes them more tacky? Whatever. So the ladies, they go on a yacht. And I'm like, okay, we going, last time there was a boat involved. And it was all kind of drivers, so we gonna get on the boat again. Okay, so the ladies, they going out, have drinks, and they have the fun, talking to dudes and all that good stuff. Kim, she not really focused. She done already said, I'm lucky that I done made this 24 hours without my husband and my kids. I don't know how much longer I could do that. She decides to excuse herself. Her and Phaedra talk. And Phaedra was like, what's wrong? She's like, I miss my husband and my kids. I'm not used to this. Girls dancing with girls. I'm used to be at home with my husband and my kids. And I think that Kim is falling to this. She's focused so much on her husband and her kids that she forgot how to have fun. Now, I'm not saying she got to go out and drink and have, partying with her girls all the time. But, like, if after her first son was born and, like, not even that, but if she had to like spend like some time with other adult females, she wouldn't feel so, I'm so used to being around my husband and my kids. Now, I don't think there's any wrong with wanting to have, be with your husband and your kids, but she's at the fact that like she doesn't know how to have adult fun. She's so used to, I'm reading books to my kids, I'm taking care of my husband. When it comes to like having fun and just hanging out with women her age or just hanging out with her female friends, she doesn't know how to do that. Meanwhile, Portia's over there talking about something. Well, she's probably over there wanting to go home and spending time with her kids because, like I said, this is not her normal. Now, me, I love my husband. I love spending time with my husband. But, you know, every once in a while, I like to get out and just, you know, hang with my friends, you know, and, you know, something away from my husband. Not saying that I'm tired of him, but just that, you know, sometimes you want to just, you know, take some you time, you know, spend some time with your friends. But she has found herself in this, I'm so used to like taking care of my children in my household, I don't know how to have fun anymore. So Kenya, she's in her confession because she doesn't understand why Kim isn't like happy that her husband has the kids for the weekend. Because like most women would love to like their husband take care of the kids while they go on to, you know, go out of town with their girlfriends or go like hang out with their friends. But like Kenya doesn't understand it because Kenya doesn't have a husband and kids. Now I'm not trying to be shady, but she doesn't understand that like Kim, she's just one of those people like, I'm not about partying and hanging out. Me, I don't like going to the club. I'm like, it's noisy, too many people. I could be at home. I could have a better time at home, you know, having like a little intimate gathering at home. I don't have to be at the club, but Kenya doesn't understand that because that's not the life Kenya does. Kenya, she's single, so she can go out and party and have fun. This is what she's used to. So she doesn't understand how a woman wouldn't be happy to leave her kids at home with the husband while she goes out and parties. So I was like, you can't really, you know, I'm not saying judge or question why she doesn't want that because maybe that's not the way Kim wants to live. So the ladies invited some men back to the house, and I don't know where Tammy went, but she didn't found her some nephews. Like, these are my new nephews. Let's invite them back to the house. And Kim's like, yeah, you gotta watch out, gotta get a roughneck. And to that roughneck showed his roughneck ways. They on a boat ship are snapping at him. He's like, I knew you ain't snapping at me. Like, if you need to get my attention, I suggest you find another way of doing that. And I'm like, see, Kenya, he thought having roughneck was good till he showed them roughneck ways and got you together. I was like, ooh. I already seen this is not going to go good because he's already showing, yeah, I am not the one. I don't care who you are. You'll not be treating me any old kind of way. So, that was the gist that went on. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or a video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.